Welcome to the Instant Trivia Podcast, episode 1387, where we ask the best trivia on the internet. Let's get started. What company helped the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers develop the walkie-talkie in the early 1930s? Motorola? What U.S. state has the longest freshwater shoreline? Michigan. Who wrote the play Long Day's Journey into Night? Eugene O'Neill. What is the granular substance that bees collect called? Pollen. What year saw the release of the film Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves? 1991. Remember the Maine was the rallying cry for what war? The Spanish-American War. What team did basketball star Larry Bird play 13 seasons for? Boston Celtics. What is heaven to fallen Norse warriors? Valhalla. What is the very bottom soil horizon called? Bedrock. Where does SpongeBob SquarePants work? The Krusty Krab. What was the first cash crop in the U.S.? Tobacco. Tiffany & Co. has a registered trademark on its signature shade of what color? Blue. What is the only Central American country with English as an official language? Belize. Which novel is the sequel to Dodie Smith's The 101 Dalmatians? The Starlight Barking. Which U.S. band had a 1974 hit song with Billy Don't Be a Hero? Bo Donaldson and the Haywoods. In 1943, the 1,000-Mile War began when Japan invaded what set of islands? Aleutian. What is the world's longest highway? Answer. The Pan American Highway is 18,640 miles long and stretches from Prudhoe Bay, Alaska, to the southern tip of Argentina in Ushuaia. What company published the Twilight series? Answer. Little Brown and Company. What actor played the role of Ruby Rhod in the 1997 movie The Fifth Element? Chris Tucker. In which ancient South Asian language is the text of the Vedas written? Answer. Sanskrit. The religious poems originated in northwestern India in 1500 to 1000 BCE. What company owns both the Hot Wheels and Matchbox brands? Mattel. In which continent would you find the Republic of Guinea-Bissau? Africa. How many yards are there in an imperial fathom? 2. Who said, "Tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn"? Benjamin Franklin. The only known monotremes in the animal kingdom are the echidna and which other creature? Platypus. What famous model's last name is Lanzoni? Fabio? Which amendment to the U.S. Constitution deals with the right to bear arms? Second, what river flows into the world's largest waterfall? Zambezi River. What is the tendency of Earth's rotation to turn winds called? Coriolis effect. For what does the T stand in the name of Star Trek's Captain James T. Kirk? Tiberius? Which nuts are used to make marzipan? Almonds. What Caribbean record does the Dominican Republic hold? Answer. Highest mountain peak. The highest peak in the Caribbean, Pico Duarte, soars 10,417 feet above the trees. What was the most popular type of paint during the Renaissance? Oil. What kind of plant stem is soft and green? Herbaceous. Which band's songs include Forgiven Not Forgotten and Runaway? The Coors. Who was the first president to appoint an African American to the U.S. Supreme Court? Lyndon B. Johnson. On June 13, 1967, he appointed Thurgood Marshall to the Supreme Court following the retirement of Justice Tom C. Clark. Approximately how many miles is an astronomical unit? 93 million. What 1992 film features the characters Colonel Nathan Jessup and Lieutenant Daniel Kaffee? A Few Good Men. Antonine Plague was also known by what other name? Plague of Galen. Which nurse was nicknamed the Lady with the Lamp? Florence Nightingale. What wild horse can be found on beaches in Virginia and Maryland? Chincoteague. They are a breed of wild horses that live on the beaches of Assateague Island off the coast of Maryland and Virginia. Who was the real-life model for the character of Jack Stanton in the novel Primary Colors? Bill Clinton. Theophobia is the irrational fear of what? God. An unhealthy, persistent, or irrational fear of God is a phobia that can cause a great deal of distress to the sufferer. What is the main character's job in the movie Raiders of the Lost Ark? Archaeologist. What ancient people created massive head figurines out of boulders? The Olmec. Which two boxing weight classifications are named for animals? Bantamweight and flyweight. What do sisters Eleanor and Marianne Dashwood represent in the title of a Jane Austen novel? Sense and Sensibility. Which historic event was the subject of the 1958 movie A Night to Remember? Sinking of the Titanic. What was the first building in the world to have more than 100 floors? Answer: Empire State Building. Boxer jersey Joe Walcott was better known as who? Answer: Arnold Raymond Cream. That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for more exciting trivia.